I can't stand the inauthenticity. It has to stop. I tried with you, Meghan. Really? You got to pick a lane. You got to stay in it. Okay? That's all I'm saying. She suffers from such a rare disorder of being unable to just be a human.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Recording it. Like, why would you record this for any reason? Why would you record this in the hospital? And in case you think that I'm being unfair,
Candace Owens just dropped the kind of bomb that makes Buckingham Palace reach for the smelling salts. She's flat out saying what millions have whispered. Meghan Markle's birth story doesn't add up. And this isn't just tea, it's lava. Because for the first time, we're not only dealing with royal spin and PR fluff. We are hearing from inside the hospital, a whistleblower who knows how things really work behind Portland's glossy chandeliers. Their words are raw, unfiltered, impossible to stage manage. And if they're true, Meghan's story isn't just cracked, it's shattered. Here's the cliffhanger. If Archie's birth tale falls apart, what else in the Sussex fairy tale collapses with it? And then you had this idea with your husband that you should twerk and put up a camera. That's the part that really bothers me. Put up a camera, fixate it, and then both of you start twerking. Let's rewind to Harry's memoir, Spare. He paints a dreamy picture. Meghan gets 2 epidurals, gives birth at Portland Hospital, and get this, they're back at Frogmore Cottage within 2 hours. 2 hours. Stop the tape. Anyone with a basic understanding of childbirth can already hear the record scratch. London traffic alone eats an hour, which means Meghan supposedly labored, delivered, recovered, packed, and left all inside 60 minutes after 2 epidurals. Please, that's not a birth story. That's a Marvel multiverse timeline, and Meghan's own interviews don't help. She's given 3 different reasons why the press wasn't called. Was it racism? Was it security? Or was it that they did call and nobody showed? Pick a lane, Duchess. She is using a real childhood trauma that Prince Harry suffered, losing his mother, and she has used it to further harness him to her and their relationship. Receipt number 1, the protocol bombshell. Royal tradition demands the Queen be told the second a royal goes into labor, but according to this discussion, Her Majesty wasn't notified. If Meghan really delivered at Portland, security would have broken centuries of protocol. Translation: either the palace was asleep at the wheel or Meghan wasn't where she said she was. Receipt number 2, the Portland problem. This hospital isn't an NHS ward with beeping chaos. It's luxury, chandeliers, flowers, private chefs. But here's the kicker, it has no public emergency department. If things go south, you get transferred out. So when Harry brags about spa candles, birthing balls, and tubs while Meghan was in her late 30s, a high-risk pregnancy, it sounds more like a wellness retreat brochure than a real medical chart. It is really hard with her and her, I would say, lack of brand clarity. Receipt number 3, the epidural enigma. Harry claims Meghan had 2 epidurals. Medical professionals everywhere rolled their eyes so hard they sprained something. An epidural isn't an Advil you pop twice. It's 1 catheter adjusted as needed. 2 epidurals would mean removing and reinserting mid-labor, a move almost never done. So either Harry misunderstood or the story was dressed up for drama. Receipt number 4, the laughing gas joke. Remember Harry boasting he inhaled all the nitrous oxide meant for Meghan? Cute for late-night TV, but in reality, gas tanks aren't left lying around like birthday balloons. They're supervised, controlled, monitored, which makes the story feel less like truth and more like a comedy sketch. She has convinced him he actually believes that Meghan Markle is Princess Diana. So, in case you missed it, it turns out Meghan Markle is Princess Diana. That's what she wants you guys to know. Receipt number 5, the impossible discharge. Childbirth isn't a drive-through. With epidurals, moms are monitored at least 24 hours. With C-sections, 3 to 4 days minimum. Harry's 2-hour home line? That's not just unlikely, it's medically impossible. Who are you trying to be? Naturally, social media pounced. Twitter lit up with memes of Meghan leaving Portland like it was Starbucks. 1 baby, 2 epidurals. Hold the paparazzi. TikTok stitched Harry's chicken run story with Nando's closing hours, because FYI, Nando's shuts at 11 p.m., not 2 a.m. Instagram accounts dragged the secret elevator claim with 1 viral reel showing a janitor shrugging. Secret elevator? This is a hospital, not Hogwarts. The jokes keep rolling because the receipts keep wobbling, but here's where the laughs turn serious. If Meghan's version doesn't match hospital policy, protocol, or medical science, then we're staring at something darker than sloppy storytelling. We're looking at the crown's legitimacy. Birth records are the foundation of succession. If the timeline is impossible, if the doctors' names don't check out, If the Queen wasn't told, then Archie's position in the royal line is hanging by a thread. And that isn't just Meghan's problem. That's a crisis for the monarchy itself. I have tremendous compassion for any person in an emotionally abusive relationship. So emotionally abusive that they have successfully isolated you from your entire family. It's not normal. There is no relationship that should isolate you from your entire family. Zoom out. Royals have always leaned on tradition. Think St. Mary's Hospital with the Lindo Wing photo ops. Diana, Kate, all stepping out with babies in arms, protocols intact. But Meghan's narrative swaps protocols for PR, candles instead of consultants, chicken runs instead of charts. If they can blur the truth of a birth certificate, what else can be rewritten? History, titles, the very order of succession. The monarchy's image is built on stability. But this story, it's a soap opera with cliffhangers that threaten the crown's credibility. Billionaire friends' mansions, and you pull the honey from the back so that you have fresh honey to bake and give as gifts to your friends. But also she twerks. I just need one or the other. I need you to twerk. I need Sexy Red. I need Cardi B. Keep it authentic, you know? Or I need you to be Gwyneth Paltrow. Let's recap the contradictions. 2 epidurals that don't medically add up. A 2-hour discharge that defies hospital rules. A queen kept out of the loop against centuries of protocol. Spa candles during a high-risk pregnancy. Secret elevators, midnight chicken, and vanishing doctors. Each detail might seem small, but together they build a fairy tale so fragile it cracks under the weight of scrutiny. Candace Owens called it out. A hospital insider confirmed the doubts. And now the public is left asking, was Archie's birth a private miracle or a staged performance for the world? Because in the end, shadows in the royal family don't fade. They spread. So what do you think? Sloppy paperwork, medical spin, or full-blown cover-up? Drop your theory in the comments. I'll be reading.